and snack on the things we typically do for Monday Night Football. Well, speaking of special times, our moment for mission today, it will be given by Brad Schumacher. Brad, come on up. Is Isaac with you? All right, Isaac is there too. We have a very special Advent mission and would invite you to be a part of it. It's very easy to do and very important, as you'll hear from Brad and Isaac's testimony. Brad, thank you for sharing with us this day.
Sure, no problem. Had to write down my notes on here. I'm not quite that good. Hello, everyone. I'm Brad Schumacher. My wife is Sarah Schumacher here. Gail Kale had asked us to share our story about the wonderful Ronald McDonald Home, which helped our family at the Wesley Hospital in Wichita. This is Isaac Schumacher, one of our sons, and on June 16th of 2017, Isaac had a small fever and was not feeling too good. Sarah had to run some errands, so I made a bed on the couch so he could lie down in the afternoon. I sat in the chair next to him while he was asleep, and while he was resting, his body seized up and he began vomiting. His eyes had rolled back into his head and he could not speak. I grabbed him and drove straight to the emergency room here at Hayes Med. The ER doctor on duty was trying to rule out what was happening, and what we determined was that it was seizures, and they began again. Within about 5 hours in the emergency room, Isaac had 22 seizures. Luckily, a pediatric doctor was on call and worked with the ER doctor, and they came back in and said that he needed to be life watched to Wichita to the Wesley Hospital so a pediatric neurologist could help. They administered a drug to help stop some of the seizures while they helicoptered him to Wichita. Once he landed and came out of the medication, he had another 5 seizures again. They placed him in ICU for 3 days, and one of the medications they gave him to stop the seizures prevented Isaac from being able to walk. They then transferred us to an inpatient room for another 3 days to get him walking again and led us to return home. While they place your child in a life watch helicopter and your wife gets in, everything happens very quickly. You really don't think too much, you just go. Luckily, my sisters grabbed Sarah and I some things and threw them in a bag. When the helicopter took off, I took off for Wichita. In roughly 7 days, the wonderful Ronald McDonald Room allowed both Sarah and I to never leave Isaac's side and live off of one small bag. Within just a few feet of Isaac's room was this amazing Ronald McDonald family room that allowed us to shower, eat, get snacks, do laundry, get coloring books, and anything we needed so we could stay there with Isaac and never leave the hospital, all at no cost. It was a lifesaver for us during this time. Gail wanted to share with everyone that the Ronald McDonald Room and House at the Wesley Hospital in Wichita needs help and has a wish list for the operational supplies to help our families like ours. The supplies range from box meals to canned goods to paper towels and stamps. There are lists that are posted throughout the church. Look for the big posters with a Christmas trim around them. If you have any questions, you can ask anyone on the missions committee. I hope no one ever has to use this wonderful place. And if you don't, I can guarantee you're helping families through some tough times with an amazing place. Thank you in advance from our family, Gail and Rick Keel, and the Ronald McDonald House program.
Thank you, Brad. And I just want the folks to know how much the Ronald McDonald House does for folks. I've had experience